Hi, 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 Confident Businesswomen's Academy. Today I wanted to touch base in here. I haven't been live in a while. I have to say that I've been completely busy, just so overwhelmed. I have to say I'm a little overwhelmed with the clients I've taken on. And it's a good thing. It's a good feeling because now I am, pretty much all of the time that I spend usually with the clients that I have in my programs. And I do a lot of fine tuning of my programs. So, for example, one of the things I have in my program, a writing assignment I'm going to share with you guys is, oh, by the way, I rewrote my modules into a workbook for my clients, and this is it. Isn't it so cute? Oh my god, I'm like dying. Anyway, so in it is a writing worksheet where I literally ask you to ask for advice from your future self. Okay. So one of the things that I do is that I help my clients reacquaint to themselves how to check in with their inner guidance, their divine being, how to check in so well so that anytime you have questions about what should I do with this client or how should I move forward in this partnership, how should I handle marketing, what should I do for this post, should I post this or should I not, is this TMI or is this not, any kind of these questions that I think a lot of people have to experience as a business owner is that we don't really know how to answer that, right? And a lot of the times we'll go outside into the outside space, either going on Google or we'll ask some people that we know that are kind of lateral to us in terms of their own experience, or we'll ask friends and family who don't know shit about what we do, and we're just praying to God that they give us some sort of insight that we never thought of in the first place for our own selves. So these are all really, decisions that we have to make. Like, who do we ask if we have these questions, right? And one of the things I do teach my clients is I have them get really good and connected with themselves so that they can reacquaint to themselves their own initial inner power, that thing that nudges you to make decisions or go this way or don't go this way or talk to this person or don't talk to this person. And these nudges, these like little intuitive things, is so powerful when you get good at listening to it. And it's so powerful to the point where I make it a part of my program now. Now it's like, listen, we're going to get so good at listening to your inner guidance so that when I'm done with you, you know exactly how to do, what to do, and when to do at any time of the time that you have questions. And all you got to do is check inside. All you got to do is check inside. Hey, how do I feel about this? How do I feel about what I just saw? How do I feel about making this purchase? How do I feel about this partnership? How do I feel about this collaboration? Is it going to be a waste of my time? Or is it going to bring to me a high vibrational frequency that will then allow me to become profitable as a business owner? These kind of questions are the ones that you really need to get good at asking. And one of the posts that I had earlier, I think like a couple of weeks ago, I asked, are you asking the right questions? Right? Are you asking the right questions? Because really what happens here is that anything you're asking, you're going to get the answer to. So if you're asking, how am I going to get clients, or how am I going to start, you're going to get more of the how answers. Instead, what would it take for me to have 10 new clients? What would it take for me to have 30 new clients? What would it take for me to help 100 people this year, right? All of these questions propose a what, right? That thing where it brings you an answer. So one of the things I ask my clients to do is advice from your future self. Advice from your future self, right? So the year old version of you from today, right? 20 years from today, the successful you, everything lined up for you from the time you left this video all the way to 20 years from now. Everything just lined up for you. Your business was booming, skyrocketing. You are now doing what you love. You are making an impact the way you want. And 20 years from now, it just went up, 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 up. That 20 years from now person, right, that successful woman, what kind of advice would that person give the you that is sitting here in front of you watching this video? And when you really bring to life that kind of visual, like, wow, that 20-year-old me is sitting in this very powerful place of impact, right? This very powerful place of growth and this very powerful place of financial wealth and influence. If I can imagine myself be that person 20 years from now, having that success and have overcome whatever, any kind of characteristic growth we need to have in order for us to achieve that, what would that person advise me right now? What would they say to me? And a lot of the times it comes from wisdom, right? These people are advising you based on wisdom. They are going to advise you based on the knowing of that everything has already happened. Everything is already played out. Everything has already created itself. And I already know, as this 20-year-old version of me, that I know what I did for me to actually achieve all of the things that I've achieved. So if from the past, right, this old me who's now coming to see the new me is asking me, hey, how do I really get successful here, right? You almost come from a place of trust, right? That trust that, hey, I got it, we got it. You know, you got to really trust yourself. You got to trust your intuition. You got to trust, like, whatever it is that you feel compelled to do at that moment, do it. Because when you are following that intuition, you are now actually stepping into your soul's work. Because really your intuition is really your soul communicating with you. And that is what I've experienced whenever I do this exercise. I'll ask myself, you know, I'll check in. That 20-year-old version of me, I'll ask myself, am I doing the right thing? Right? Am I putting the time that I want and the things that I want in the right way? And is this going to create success in my life? And I'll ask myself, that 20-year-old version of myself, that person who is a rock star, right? Who has already achieved everything that they're working towards, like, right, what I'm working towards now, that person's already achieved it. If you can really connect and visualize that person, that self that you are going to eventually become, it really helps when you try to create your identity as a business owner. It's almost like picking and choosing. Well, if I've achieved several $1,000,000 or a multi-million dollar business, who did I have to be to create that, right? Who do you have to be to create a 6-figure business? Who do you have to be to show up constantly for your clients? Who do you have to be to show up for your potential clients, those people that don't really know you yet and they want to see what you're all about? Who do you have to be to constantly have transformation for your clients? Who do you have to be? Who do you have to show up as? Today I had a coaching call with one of my clients in Calgary. And today, mind you, while I had to do that coaching call along with my other calls that I do, I started, it's this time of the month for me. So I felt kind of physically, right? And I had to take some Midol for me to kind of get normal. And one of the things that coaches have to deal with is making that decision before they start their day. How do I transform my energy so that I can show up for my clients, right? And it's almost asking that person that's 20 years from now, who do I have to become in this moment for me to really show up for my clients? Because right now I feel kind of shitty. I feel like I'm going through cramps. You know, I feel bloated. I feel tired. I feel like I want to take a nap. But when you have a coaching business, taking naps is kind of one of those things that you just, you have to make sure you sleep well, right? You need to get well rested because these people are paying you thousands of dollars for you to show up for them. And taking naps is one of those things that you're not going to get paid for, okay? So one of the things that I did have to do today, I had to really get grounded. Who do I want to show up for on these coaching calls, right? And these are the things that when you become the successful 20-year-old version of yourself, you can really answer those questions coming from that place of wisdom, coming from that place of knowledge that it's already happened. Now we just almost have to play it out, right? And that place of trust, then the anxiety is almost gone. Now you know that it's already happened. 20 years from now, I already know I made it, right? So now I just almost have to follow my intuition on how to get there, right? Now, one of the things that I've also taught my clients is really understand yourself at a soul level. And what I mean by that is whenever your intuition guides you into, I'm looking for another writing exercise. If your intuition guides you to something, to someone, to do something, I say do it, right? If you feel any resistance, maybe that's because you know that something's going to open up for you, that's going to cause you to transform in a way that's going to release your ego. And what does the ego do when it feels threatened? It fights to stay still. It fights to maintain. Okay, and transformation in business, guys, is inevitable. You go into business, you're not going to come out the same person. Okay, when I started this whole endeavor, I was completely timid. I had no clue what I was talking about. I was completely just scared out of my mind, right? And now I lead women across the world to do what they do and what they love to do. And it's something amazing. It's so beautiful. And I want to invite you guys to do something like this, something that really just resonates with your heart. It doesn't have to be coaching, but whatever it is that you want to do that really suits your passion and really has been pulling you, that knock at your heart, that thing that's just like, yo, I wish I could figure out how to make money doing this. Like, how could I make money doing this, right? That thing where it's like, how could I make money doing this, right? That thing where it's like, how can I make money doing this? I remember when I was working for my business coaching company a long time ago, I would ask myself, how can I make money doing what I love? I would sit at my desk, I'd answer a client's email that wasn't really my client. It was just, I was the person that they were working with. I'd ask myself, how can I walk into a building that says my name on it? How can I teach a program that says my stuff on it? And I have to say, years later, here I am. I'm literally teaching stuff with my name on it. I'm like, it's giving me chills. All right, guys, I just wanted to come in and check in with you guys. I just want to send you guys all my love. I hope you guys are having an amazing week and month of September. And if you guys need support, my link is below. I'd love to connect with you. Mwah.